we're talking about the pressures on you and what you're doing. The weight loss has got the attention, hasn't it? And that's just because of fitness, just because you've lost an extraordinary amount of weight. Sometimes in the picture, now maybe these are doctored pictures, but sometimes you look unhealthy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's my whole point. I think at the moment, what's my crime here? I'm fitter than I've ever been. I'm actually very, very healthy, and I'm happy. So I'm not sure if I've missed something or not, Neil, but I seem to be okay, and that's what I'm saying. By doctoring the photos and some of the stories I've written, friends and family are saying, "Are you okay?" Because they've actually doctored the photos, and I'm actually very fit, very healthy, and it's not because of anyone. It's something that I wanted to do.
How did you do it? How hard is it to lose that much weight?
Well, it's been a combination of diet, combination of exercise, combination of weights, combination of taking some of this protein shakes and Thai Slim products and all that sort of stuff through Stephen Baker, which has been fantastic. That's helped. Brendan Favola's done the same. And there's a lot of other people out there. So it's been a combination of things. And I suppose coming up to 42 years of age, I'm no longer the 30-year-old bloke that used to sit in the change room and drink beer and pies. I still do that, but I'm 42 and maturing now, so I'm still exactly the same.
Still into the baked beans?
Still like my beans in the morning or spaghetti on toast. I like all that sort of stuff too. I mean, I suppose from my point of view, the most frustrating thing about everything is I have not changed one bit. I've always been the same when I even was playing cricket for Australia. It's just that my girlfriend happens to be well known by people out there, and now and with her friends, you start mixing in some circles that we all see on the paper and things, and suddenly everyone thinks you changed, which I haven't.
You've always attracted attention. It's just been a different sort of attention.
And some of it's been my fault. I take full responsibility for
that.
They're my poor choices, Neil. But that's all gone and in the past. And
we have had the odd blue about that.
Yep.
But Elizabeth Hurley's probably more used to it at a different level. Is she annoyed by it as well, do you think?
I think she's frustrated at the incorrect reporting about that she's been the person that's changed me and all those sorts of things, which is just absolute rubbish. It's just total rubbish. Her and I have got together, and I've got on this healthy thing because I'm 42 years of age. I'm not 25 or 30 anymore. I'm 42. And I have a responsibility to my children to be fit and healthy and help, we have a look at the obesity situation around the world, here in Australia as well. It's about eating the right foods and being healthy. Sure, I still eat pizzas. I still have a pie and a beer, but it's all in moderation. Before, it'd be a pie and sauce and, whatever for lunch, and then it'll be a pizza at night. So now it's, a bit less of that stuff, but I still enjoy the junk food.
So are you getting married or not?
Well, on all that sort of stuff and that speculation, Neil, if I've got some sort of news, I'll be more than happy to share it with you and everybody. So when that time comes, and if it comes, I'll let you know.
Okay, that's fair enough. But that has been reported that you're engaged.
There's been so many different reports about all those sorts of things, Neil. I think there's a report saying that Elizabeth was pregnant as well, so that's not true.
And you're not engaged?
As I said, Neil, I will let you know if there's anything.
Well, I don't know.
I don't want to get too personal about kids. I don't want to get too there's some things that you want to try, and so if there is any news, I'll let you know.
All right. First.
Well, you might have a scoop, Neil, if there is anything to tell you.
Would you like to live back in Australia permanently, or will you live back in Australia permanently, or do you think you'll continue to be, because you've a bit of time in England, a bit of time in Australia, what will you do?
Well, I suppose for 20 years I've been travelling, playing cricket for Australia and busting my stomach for Australia and playing and enjoying it. Australia's, it's the best country in the world. Melbourne's the most livable city in the world, and I'm a Victorian, and I love it here, and I love Australia. But when you retire and things are pretty tough, it's all about, I've got to put milk and bread on the table. I've got things I like to do. There's business that I want to do as well. So I'm exploring all sorts of business opportunities and all sorts of things. There's obviously relationships and all those sorts of things that go into the mix. So there's scheduling and itineraries and all those sorts of things are challenging at times.
Well, you love this. Your jeans have just gone up by about $300, $1,026.
Oh, thank you very much out there. Thank you.
You've talked about the time you get from the media. Would that stop you living in Australia?
Look, when you in Australia, there is a pressure on you from those sorts of things, but I've never worried about that. And as the caller said before, Wendy said, I don't worry about it. I am happy, and as I said, what is my crime? That I'm happy, fitter, and healthier than at any stage of my life. So
you've made a bit of money out of the media over the years. You've made a reputation.
But I enjoy working in the media. Sure. I enjoy writing my articles. I don't do that anymore. I enjoy writing some blogs on my website. I enjoy writing for the Telegraph in the UK. I enjoy commentating. But also, I don't want to just do cricket. There's a lot of other business opportunities at the moment I'm looking forward to.
What is your future? That's an interesting point. What do you do in the future?
Well, there's a few things that I'm looking at the moment that what I want to get involved in. I'm very lucky. Look, I'm very lucky, full stop, to have the life that I've had, have the opportunity to represent your country. I'd like to think that I gave it absolutely everything I had. I'm very lucky and happy with my life at the moment, and I'm lucky, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I now have to look at other things. I'm very lucky. I've got some great supporters, some great sponsors. I enjoy playing my poker. I think that's really good. And it's not just poker's not a seedy downstairs smoke, all those sorts of things. It's actually got a World Series. I enjoy the different aspects of poker about probability, basic mathematics, reading people, sitting on the table with a car salesman, a boss of a company, a CEO, a chairman, a sportsman, all in the mix and trying to out-bluff each other or outplay each other, read them, how they put their chips in, what do they think of, trying to pick up little tells that they've got. So I enjoy that aspect of the poker. And the competitiveness of it, because, when you play competitive sport for 24 years, you need something that replaces it. At the moment, the poker and challenging my friends to golf on the golf course is sort of what's doing it for me now.
We'll take one more call. I think it's a St Kilda supporter. Yes, Marty?
G'day, Warnie. How are you?
Not bad. Thanks, Marty.
Hello, Saints supporter, mate. You were very critical earlier in the year of Ross Lyon and his style of play the Saints were playing now. I think we were 1-8 at the time, and since then, he seems to have changed the style. We're playing on a lot quicker and...
Yep.
How do you see it? Do you take some of the credit for that?
No, I don't take any credit for that. I'm sure those guys know what they're doing. Oh, look, all I'll say on the Saints is I think we've got a wonderful side full of talented players. I just like this coaching staff and that to back them, support them, and say, let's play an aggressive brand of cricket. Because one, I think that'll suit our style. Two, I think other teams have caught up on the way we played. And three, be aggressive and attack. You're allowed to kick 18 goals and the opposition can kick 16. You don't have to, and it makes it more entertaining for the people watching.
Thanks for calling, Marty. Look, it's good of you to come in. Do any work with Cricket Australia? Have they asked you for some help?
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of Cricket Australia with the young spinners. Michael Clark I've spoken to, me putting something back in the game. I'm passionate about Australian cricket. I'm passionate about helping out when I can. You also don't want to force yourself onto them and say, this is what you should be doing, in my opinion. But if I'm asked, I'm happy to help. And I've been working with a lot of the young spinners. It hurts, I think, all of us in Australia that we've slipped down to number 5. So it's great to see Cricket Australia addressing the issues and trying to help start that road back to number 1 in the world.
2 questions to finish.
Shoot.
You're not going to lose any more weight.
Well, I'm around 78 kilos at the moment, and I feel really fit and healthy. I'm running, I'm doing weights, I'm strong.
What were you when you were playing?
I fluctuated. I fluctuated from, sort of 92 to 97. I was around 84 kilo. Then I had the times I was a bit heavy when I had injuries like shoulder, finger, where I couldn't do any exercise. I had arm in slings that I got a bit heavier, around 92 kilo. So I've dropped somewhere around 10 to 12 kilo. But I'm better for it because then I feel healthy and fit too.
Well, look, I hope we can help with this. tswf.com.au. We'll mention it through the morning and keep a watch on it. And the last question, you said you're healthy, happy, and what was the other? Healthy, happy, and something else.
I've never been fitter. I've never been healthier. What's my crime, Neil?
That's right. Healthy, happy, and fit. What's your crime? Now, no, you don't have to have any names, but are you also in love?
Yeah, I am. And I think that probably gives off a radiant glow too. I suppose being in love with someone is a wonderful feeling. And I am at the moment. And, I was lucky to have to meet Elizabeth. We've met and we're having a great time. And, I am in love with her and, it's, we're going really well. It's easy with each other. It's sort of interesting. It's a bit different at times with her, in her world. But she and I, it's an open eye. I have a bit of a giggle at it at times. But and she likes my world. So together, I think we make a pretty good partnership. And it's nice that the people out there think that we make a good couple and they're happy for us. So I appreciate that too.
Well, you've achieved something. I never thought I'd ask anybody if they're in love.
Thanks for feels great.
tswf.com.au. The jeans are up 1,026 still, but we'll keep working on it. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.